What's up, nerd geeks and gamers alike? It's your boy Nerdy Nick, back with another video. Today, we're going to keep it a little simple and just talk about a Minecraft movie. So, sit back and let's dig in. Real quick, before we get any further into the episode, I just want to go ahead and thank our Patreon show producers. Over at patreon.com/nsquaredpodcast. For as little as $3, you can help us out directly, whether that be the $3 tier, $5 tier, or $10 tier. Choice is yours, completely optional, but we are viewer supported. So I'd just like to thank all these fine folks right here for supporting the channel and helping us grow and move forward. All right, back to the video. So by now, you all know that a Minecraft movie has surprisingly taken the cinema by storm. It was like an over-weekend success. A lot of people, including myself, didn't necessarily see this coming. With that initial trailer, it looked kind of bleak, not gonna lie. I didn't understand the costume and whatnot of Jason Momoa. I still do not get the casting of Jack Black. Visually, like graphically, the movie looked great, even in those trailers. Of course, everyone was complaining, everything looks ugly. Well, yeah, bro, it's Minecraft. Everything's made of blocks. So, of course, everything's going to be really blocky. And you're trying to also alter it from the game graphics to the movie graphics, right? So, this is going to be a little weird. It kind of grows on you during the movie, but we'll talk about more of that a little bit later on. Let's go ahead and address the big elephant in the room. The stash is gone, okay? This past weekend, I was at Game On Expo up in Phoenix, Arizona for the 10th anniversary. That's right. Gosh, I've been to so many of these. It's just all stacked up in my brain like a stack of blocks from Minecraft. There's your pun. So while we were at Game On Expo, I did cosplay as my super buff Mario, which I'll put a picture up here. And I also made a big change. Shaved the mustache, dyed the hair, and cosplayed as Carl Urban in the new Mortal Kombat movie as Johnny Cage. So I'll put another picture up right here and you can see all of that. So yeah, stash is gone. If you subbed because I look like a buff Freddie Mercury, I'm sorry. The stash will come back eventually. Fear not. I shaved, this morning and I've already got stubble going on. So fear not, the stash will return. It's like at the end of an Avengers movie. Captain America will return. ... So anyways, a Minecraft movie. I will say this. I appreciated that they didn't waste your time in the beginning of the movie with so much long game setup. You got narration by Jack Black, diving right into how he went from our world to the Minecraft world. It was really appreciated. It was a expedition dump, but expedited. It was really neat to see the transition and how it all changed and everything. Kind of made sense, even for a kid, right? Because let's be honest, this is a kid movie. This is a family movie. So if you go to the movies to see this film, you either grew up liking the game or you have a kid who's all about the game. And that's pretty much it. I took my daughter to see it after school. We had an early release day for her at school. So I said, let's go. Perfect time, cheap tickets. No one's going to be at the movie theater at noon. And we pretty much had the whole auditorium to ourselves. So I will say, AMC did a pretty good job with popcorn tins. These were $17.99 and it came with a free large popcorn. So that was cool, decent sized tin. There was a bunch of variants of it. They didn't have the cup though. Wah, wah. Unfortunate. But you know me, I love my popcorn tins. I've got a bunch and it's kind of become a problem. As you can tell from the background, I'm a little bit of a collector. But anyways, moving on. You get a pretty decent introduction into the main characters, the brother and sister tag team here. I'll put their names there because I don't remember them, honestly. I don't remember the names. I just came out of the movie. That's terrible. But again, it's definitely a movie. And you get introduced to their real estate agent who also ends up in the Minecraft world with them. Image here. You also get a introduction into Jason Momoa and his character, and he gets a really quick expedition dump. And expedition? What am I talking about? Anyways, I can't talk. I've been talking so much this past weekend. Exposition. Thank you. Hello. Man, this whole review is off to just a blazing start. Anyways, the movie's pacing in the beginning gets the ball rolling really quick. And it sets up a lot of characters' quirks that you think are going to lead in the movie further on. And it kind of does, but not really. And I feel like that is the overall rating of this film for me. It's like, it kind of does, but not really. Once everyone is like in the world of Minecraft and everything, in the overworld, it's really neat because it does give you a lot of fan servicey moments there. Like, I'm not a big fan of Minecraft. I don't go out of my way to play it, but it is my game with my daughter. Like, when we've got nothing to do and we're just hanging out and chilling, we throw on Minecraft and continue building on to our estate that we've got going on in the game. So, like, I kind of understand a little bit of it, but when Minecraft came out, I was heavy into, I think it was like Halo 4 at the time, and like Titanfall, Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, whatever it was. So there's a lot of fan servicey moments there. It really does show you very quickly how the world works. And so even if you're a parent and you're going to watch this movie, you're not going to have to bug your kid about a million things, because the movie does a pretty good job, I would say, at telling you how the world works and what's what for the most part. Establishes a main villain. The main villain is pretty decent, I suppose. It does make a looming threat, but also at the same time, it's like, I don't understand the villain's motivations necessarily. It's kind of throwaway, but again, to go with the theme of the movie, it kind of does, but not really. I will say I've never seen Jason Momoa scream like a girl so many times in a film, and like it's kind of like those goats in Thor, Love and Thunder, where the first time it happens, it's really funny, but then it keeps happening, and it's law of diminishing returns, and that is pretty much what happens with Jason Momoa. He is like just you could have totally cast somebody else, I suppose. I don't know. He did great with what he was given. I'll say that. I will say that. Of course, with Jack Black, you get the whole Jack Black treatment of it. Everything he says, it's a little exaggerated. He just says things like Jack Black. You know what I mean? Like when he says, "My name's Steve," he goes, "My name is Steve." Like everything's got that to it. Sneak attack, like shit like that. You know what I mean? God, I feel like I lost a few brain cells watching this movie, because normally a review would be way better built from me to you guys for a movie. But yeah, I don't know. I got very mixed reactions from this film. They did definitely try to set up a sequel in the post-credits. There are 2 post-credits. One pretty much right when the credits roll, and then one at the very end. So if you want to see that, you're gonna have to wait all the way to the end. I won't lie, it did make me giggle, but at the same time, your kid will love it. Your kid will love the movie. My 10-year-old going on to 30-year-old loved the movie as well. She gave it like a 9.5 out of 10. But I don't know. I was like generous and said like 8.7, but I also didn't want to like tell her my real answer. You know what I mean? Being a dad. But yeah, honestly, I'd probably give the movie like a 5 out of 10. It's harmless. I don't feel like I want my money back. And it's Minecraft, man. Like, there's a million different ways you could go with making a Minecraft movie. I still don't understand the Jack Black in everything. It's like him and Kevin Hart and The Rock. It's just like, stop it, Hollywood. No. But it is what it is. So ultimately, Your kid's gonna love it. If you're not into Minecraft, don't worry. You will understand it because the movie does a good job at that. All of the events in the movie take place in literally like one day. And it does feel like that. And what kind of sucks is like, there is so much more to be desired from this film. It feels hollow, and that's not what I want with such a storied game that's been around for a long time now. And you can get so creative with it. Like, not to be punny here, but like, you can literally get so creative with the Minecraft world that this is what we got. It's like, but again, I know it's not for me. I know when they made this movie, they didn't make it for a 33-year-old dude who's into Helldivers 2 and FPSs and fighting games, right? So when you go see the movie, just have your expectations low, and I think you'll be satisfied, you know? Or at least if you have kids and you're going to see the movie, go into the expectation that you're providing your child a good time. And that will make you feel good about watching a Minecraft movie. So, with all that out of the way, guys, I've been Nerdy Nick. Thank you to all of our Patreon show producers. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and X right down here. And as always, guys, thank you. And we'll see you next time. Oh, I forgot, because I'm rusty at this. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook at N Squared Podcast, and make sure to sub if you haven't, and give this video a like. We go live every Monday at 6:30 p.m. Arizona time, 9:30 p.m. East Coast time, and all that stuff. You know, we're in Arizona. We don't bother with the whole time changing gimmick that the rest of the country does. We like to just be different and difficult. But yeah, we talk about anything video games, pro wrestling, movies, comic books, and more. So if I had best friend Josh with me, this would definitely be a podcast topic, but I figure, you know what, I just got out of the movie, I got an open afternoon, let's film a review. And if you want to see me at a convention near you and you're a showrunner, head on over to malicemediallc.com and click my link to book me today. Until next time, guys. Deuces.